Welcome back to Travelwise Tuesdays, Fork on the Road, so exclusively on the Thrift Store Rundown, tasting America on a budget. Even though the flies are buzzing like crazy on this breezy summer evening, with a light mist on our heads, that won't stop me from tasting a little bit of Jersey on a budget today. I'm at the Best Western Plus / Cucina Calandra Ristorante at Executive Lounge in Fairfield, New Jersey. You know, I'm always such a stickler for couples in the kitchen, cooking up some romance. But, just in case you're not ready to do just that, then might I suggest an evening out. Classic Italian romance never fails to fit anyone's bill. So tonight, from Cucina Calandra, we're gonna discover the Garden State's true meaning of amore. Next. It's thrifting time! When you have an environment that's as romantic and as straight out of a Hans Christian Andersen book as this, all to yourself, you know you're gonna take advantage. The perfect ambience to review the August 2017 edition of New Jersey Monthly, featuring the best restaurants rated by the staff and readers in a poll. Where to eat now, 25 top picks, plus 134 reader favorites divided into various categories. All this for 25% off $2.99, picked up from 2nd Avenue in Union. And without delay, let's get right into it. These are the 25 best restaurants, sort of mapped out across the state. A decade ago, they created the top 25 to augment the Jersey Choice Restaurant poll in recognition of the dynamism of New Jersey's dining scene. Every year since, the scene has grown more competitive, contemporary, and varied, creating a boom for Jersey diners and a greater challenge for us to select the best of the best. But hey, it's a wonderful problem to have. And as you'll see right now, you get a lot of selections that give you a lot of bang for your buck. Especially if you want to, I don't know, reinforce the former part of that term after a wonderful date night. So yeah, this is right up there, even though it's actually a reader's pick. We'll show you all them as we go forward, but these are the 25 picks listed by the staffers. From Cafe Bernard's in Ramsey, all the way to Drew's Bayshore Bistro in Keyport, North South Central Jersey. We have here photos of restaurant signature dishes. We have here profiles of chef talent on the rise, along with addresses, street and website, and phone numbers. Now, this is from August of 2017, so I'd like to advise you again that some of the websites, some of the addresses, some of the restaurants might have changed over time. Some might have shut down because of COVID-19, others because they couldn't afford to pay the rent or something. So as always, look up all of these places to make sure that your accuracy is pretty much on point. These are the leaders of NJM picking their dining favorites. More specifically, the results of their 34th annual Jersey Choice Restaurant Poll, with balloting taking place online throughout the month of February 2017. Be sure to pay attention to this T here, N for North, C for Central, S for South, and a star indicating critics' picks, to make sure that any of these restaurants suit your fancy, as they did NJM's readers. I decided on the bang for the buck section and chose Cucina Calandra, one of many Calandra restaurants and bakeries. There's one in Newark, there's also one in Caldwell. I chose the one here in Fairfield. But on this section also there's Old Man Rafferty's, New Brunswick, and Hillsborough, serve taco in multiple locations, mainly in South and Central Jersey. Farm and Fisherman in Cherry Hill, and Kitchen 519 in Glendora. The readers divided these categories into American/New American, Asian fusion, beer selection, barbecue, breakfast, diners, hot dogs, Chinese, cheesesteak. They are as ethnic and regional as they are scrumptious all around. Desserts, burgers, coffee and tea bar, deli, Indian, ice cream, you name it, they're in here. Turning to the next page here, this really captures my attention. The Highland Pavilion and Restaurants, Restaurant Nicholas in Red Bank, Washington Inn in Cape May, Cafe Matisse in Rutherford, Anton's at the Swan in Rambertville, and Raps in Hamilton. These are all under the romantic category, and I'm telling you right now, Cafe Calandra Ristorante can easily be a double entrant in romantic and bang for the buck. By the way, back to the top 25 here. Lauren Sage in Montclair, 98ers in Peapack Gladstone, Mistral in Princeton. And this is where the section actually cuts off for a little bit for a profile on Montclair-based jazz artist Christian McBride. Other articles of interest here range from a cat cafe all the way to a state dining guide, which is requisite for every NJM monthly. Anyway, continuing, we have here Pluckenman Inn in Bedminster, Saddle River Inn in Saddle River, and a restaurant that really captured my attention that's not actually listed in the top 25, but it's listed as an advertisement. This is Villaggio in Wayne. I have that on my bucket list because there's a chicken dish that I want to try over there. And hey, if you utilize any of these restaurants well, you might find yourself booking NJ's most romantic wedding venue in the near future. So you might want to take this to heart. So as you can see, this is a pretty packed issue. I mean, not a lot of articles of interest for me, mainly 2 or 3 other than the top 25 restaurants, but that's about it. No extra bells or whistles that need not be here. It's pretty neat. Oh no. Yes, I am nice. By the way, a couple of servers came up to me, and as they do give you prompt attention, I want to remind you that if you're planning to shoot a video here discreetly, make sure you're on the clock and you do it rather quickly. That especially rings true if they give you some cheese bread to nosh on as you await your entree and dessert, like I am. That's cheese bread. Cheese, herbs, maybe some butter on there, maybe some garlic. What is that delicious spiral looking at me? Well, that just so happens to be the chicken rollatini. It's prosciutto wrapped chicken stuffed with spinach and melty mozzarella with this brown gravy and a ramekin. You have the option to get it with mashed potatoes and a veal demi-glaze. I decided against both of them because, well, sometimes I'm kind of that way. So forgive me if this looks a little bit empty, but this rollatini sure does look good. Not only do they sit you outside no matter who's here or what the conditions are, with these fine looking roses on this table, and water in a wine glass with ice, but the server was actually so gracious enough to hand me a loaf of their homemade French bread. 12 ounces, 4 ingredients, no preservatives, baking bread across generations, for free to take home. Pretty sick. Très magnifique. Oh yeah. And let's not forget dessert. I believe this is their chocolate mousse cake with a garnish of whipped cream, blueberries, and strawberries. With powdered cocoa gleaming the top, both corners of the plate. Are you joking? That is something else. So what more can I say? It's another issue of NJM that hasn't failed me. And really NJM as a whole hasn't failed me yet. So it gets all 5 claps. You know what we stand for. White tablecloth eating on a white t-shirt price. And while this restaurant and the many others featured in this magazine aren't exactly white t-shirt price, at least your part in choosing your next date night spot, solo or partnered, can be. I don't know how I'm going to be able to top this week, but I can assure you, we will, because that is what we do. Thank you so much for checking this one out. And as always, stay tuned and stay hungry. We'll see you next week. Always end the meal on a sweet note. I haven't been doing that lately on the show. Oh, but goodness. I'm living the frickin' Jersey dream right now. For watching. Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left, and be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the Thrift Side.